Quick video update. I'm here in Lambertville, New Jersey, and it looks like it's going to storm. So, got 3 hit and miss motors loaded. They go back to Michigan. Got this camper loaded. It's a restored vintage pop-up. That was interesting. Had to back it up partway with the quad. I didn't have to, but it made things a little bit easier. Got it basically up to the flat, and then used the winch on the back here. This is structural C channel. That was nice. Used the winch, hooked up, pulled it the rest of the way up onto here. And then the tongue jack actually fits nicely. You can't really see it, but there are holes for chains, and it fit right down in there nice. So that part was simple. I liked that a lot. Keep it from going anywhere. And I put a chain on it. That's the first time I've ever put a chain on a trailer. Next one, this is also going back to Michigan. Going to do some cleanup on it, try to sell it. These will both be for sale this fall or in the spring. Got a few things to do cosmetically to this one. Just got to touch up some paint here, which may end up being having to do the whole bottom panel here. I'm not sure. Just going to have to kind of feel things out. It's got enough little spots that it probably just makes sense to shoot the whole thing again. But hooked up to this one, and the tongue was real close to the ground. Ended up raising the deck just a little bit. Gave us the right angle. Then the back was about ready to drag, so I had to take my 10-foot ramps, which is why I carried them for the last 3 weeks, is for this job. Put them in front of the tires back when it was on the ground, and built a bridge basically across onto the lower ramp when it was flipped up. Pulled everything right up on nice and smooth. And then, in order to get the ramp to flip in like that, this has to come up. Well, I had this about right here. As it was tipping, it wanted to tip into that. It tips at kind of weird angles, kind of like that. So backed this thing up all the way to the edge, lifted it up, and tipped it back into place. Everything is secured. Headed home back to Michigan now. Yeah, got to figure some things out. The quad goes to Michigan. Well, everything goes to Michigan except the car. It'll end up in Colorado in 2.5 weeks. So, simple stuff. And the hit and miss engines also go there. So, to Michigan. So, headed back now. Got about 11.5-hour drive. I've only got about 10.5 hours left on the clock. Should be able to get pretty close to home. And then short drive in the morning. So stay tuned for updates. Yeah, interesting load for sure, but kind of unique. The colors actually on the Toyota here match pretty closely. They're a little bit different, but you know, at a quick glimpse, they look good going down the road together. Stay tuned.